In the last 4 weeks, there have been so many exciting news for AI, tech and e-commerce, but there's so many, and that's why I selected the most relevant with concrete business use cases for you. Starting from Amazon, which just released a powerful set of generative AI tools. They perfectly describe concrete business use cases to generate product description for your e-commerce store on Amazon. Starting from technical tables or starting from images, they can easily understand if this t-shirt has a V-neck or a regular neck. Interesting cost-saving impact and powerful tool to speed up the whole process. Following, we do have Adobe, which just officially released the first production version of Adobe Firefly, which basically is Photoshop powered by AI on steroids. You can see from the official Adobe Firefly trailer, which is really incredible what you can do. You can put new details into images, you can completely change background, and I see very concrete and interesting business use cases for e-commerce regarding converting still life simple images to very rich and detailed campaign images without spending any budget on a campaign itself, but just converting still life shot that you may produce for your catalog. This tool is honestly magic. In the same field, we do have the new version of DALL-E. It's the OpenAI generative engine for images. So it's something similar to Adobe Firefly or Midjourney, but you can use it to generate new images directly from ChatGPT. So the version 3, it's a game changer because it's directly integrated with ChatGPT. The trailer is just amazing. You can see how you generate an entire visual story from a storytelling that you can make to a kid, and you can just chat with ChatGPT, and at the same time you can visualize everything you're thinking or discussing with the chatbot. So it's really interesting. These two news together, so Adobe Firefly and DALL-E 3, I think they just represent a game changer for the industry, the content production and marketing industry for images and campaign. TikTok officially released its TikTok store, so now you will be able to buy from TikTok videos. You can have 3 different kind of features and concrete use cases. So you will have the possibility to launch live shopping, so having live streaming and shoppable products straight into TikTok. Then you will have a chance to add your store, like an Instagram store, and of course you will have also shoppable videos. So these 3 are the main use cases, and a lot more in the hot topic about the TikTok master plan following in the video, so stay tuned. The TikTok store represents a whole new sales channel, so you have to consider it inside marketplace option like your Instagram store. You can have your TikTok store. It's launching in just some countries around the world, especially in Middle East and US itself. 2 more news for personal and team productivity that you need to know. So first of all, we got a new release of ChatGPT. Included in the ChatGPT Plus plan, which is $20 a month. Now you can really work with data, meaning that you can import a CSV or an Excel file, and you can ask to ChatGPT to work with data, analyze data, and even to produce graphs, visualize information for you, and it's just magic. At the same time, its Google counterpart, which is Google Bard, which is ChatGPT from Google, is launching a new version, which is going straight forward with a full integration with Google Drive, Google Sheet, and Google Docs. So it can even read from your emails. You can search for your emails content and find content for you. It can generate itineraries. You can plan a trip. You can create an Excel for you, and you will be able to work with presentation and documents. So for productivity and teams, you need to consider that ChatGPT Plus can work with data, and the new Bard has a real powerful integration with the Google Drive and documents. Another news from Amazon, which is really relevant for the e-commerce world, is the new release of Amazon seller features, which are setting a new standard for user experience. They're introducing visual search, so you can search product from images, something similar that you could really use on Google Images, where you could drag and drop an image. Now you can use that from your phone. They can shoot the product and it will be searched for you on Amazon. Then you can like try product in your home, so like virtual try on in your home. So you want to buy a coffee machine, you can just put the coffee machine in your kitchen. Other small details like they're like emphasizing the product sold and some data information on the listing, and they're adding more feature to make it more comfortable to reorder from their UI. So let's wrap everything up and let's rank this news. So we have Amazon Generative AI, it's 8, dope. Adobe Firefly production release, 8.5, it's a game changer. DALL-E 3 with the ChatGPT integration and new really detailed potential, it's gonna be an 8, it's really huge. The TikTok store, like if you're an entrepreneur or you're into the e-commerce business, is definitely something you need to know. I'm gonna give it a 7, but it's the scariest news and the most important. More about this later. The ChatGPT and the BART update, I'm gonna give a full 7, and they're really a productivity booster. Amazon Seller new user experience standard, it's a good 7.5, something you need to really study. Okay, moving on to the Frenk Easy Tech cocktail. In this episode, I would like to really emphasize the importance of understanding how you can integrate generative AI into your processes. So generative AI is basically everything you're seeing working behind like ChatGPT or BART or tools like that. So they can generate content for you, they can classify content for you. What I want to share with you as a manager, as an entrepreneur, is my understanding that you can test out that process like using it like you do like a user on ChatGPT, but there is much more potential with a full integration and automation into your processes. The first news we saw about Amazon like using this technology to generate product description from technical description and tables is a perfect example. So my personal experiment, just to show you how easy it can be, is what I did with my previous project, Travel App. Blink is basically this travel guide converted into this, and with a very visual format like Tinder, and you can just swipe through. And so I worked on this some years ago, and just for an experiment I tried to convert whole process of content creation, of guides, itineraries and content production, which would take about 20 days of 2 people to create Zanzibar destination, for example. And I was able to automate the whole process of content scouting, ideas for guides, and even the generation of old content, which is about 200 blog articles, and make it fully automated from the generation to the content creation, scouting for images, classification, tagging of content. So for non-technical, what you need to know is that you can test and prototype on ChatGPT, reproduce that, making automated into your processes, and use a supervised UI to approve and revise what AI is doing. You must try to use it, and you need to analyze if you need to invest in this now. It's really powerful and easy to integrate. I just created that prototype in 1 week during the summer break. Now it's turn for our too hot to handle topic. And here we're back to TikTok shop. The news is not the TikTok shop, it's the TikTok master plan. So what TikTok is doing, we should really understand and consider as a professional in the industry, is that they are now emulating what their sister company did in China, and they're converting their channel as a marketing channel to an end-to-end e-commerce experience, Amazon-like. TikTok is investing $500 million only in the US to bring in customers more product catalogs, investing in stuff, free listing, free shipping, zero commission, and warehousing space. So they are really building a new Amazon themselves. So they're shutting down the existing TikTok storefront, which is a feature which allowed stores to provide catalog and have links to their Shopify or to their platform, and they're completely shutting down this to develop an end-to-end e-commerce experience for the whole customer journey. I think it's at the same time an interesting opportunity for them, and it's very scary for the retailers in general. So if you're owning an e-commerce and you will invest money on creating your like marketing channel on TikTok, like think carefully what you're doing, because then it will become a whole like sales channel, and that will be more managed by them than for you. So they will be making their rule, but let me know in the comment what you think about it. So last but not least, the Beyond the Edge like chapter of the video. So all this AI, which is really knocking the door of our like business and changing processes and like the production of content for lawyers, like creatives, like in communication, marketing, for developers. So like it's touching really many industries. And so all these professionals really like most of the time are working with time material solutions. So you're getting paid for the hours you're working with your rate card. So if AI is making you like work 2 times, 3 times faster, like with the same quality, I'm wondering how this is going to change. How is the business model going to go? In which direction it's going to go? So maybe it's a great time to think again more about like performance-based business models or delivery-based business models, which is really interesting, and I think it's exciting. And it's no longer more hours, more money, but probably like better result, shorter time, more money. But let me know what you think in the comment, and let's discuss about it. That's it for the summary of the last 4 weeks of AI tech and e-commerce. Let me know if you like this kind of video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, because more episodes like this will come in the next weeks. Like link to my newsletter in the comments below if you like to receive a very synthesized summary of the news that really matter, that have a business impact on tech, AI and e-commerce.